I'm Russel.
And I'm Divine, and today we are going to be reviewing Dork Diaries, How to Dork Your Diary.
By Rachel Renee Russell. 3.5 book in the series. But before we start, how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
We're trying to. But also, guys, we hope you're doing well in your online learning. We hope you're trying your best. You're going above average.
Getting the high scores.
You can. You're getting you're trying, you're breaking the limit. I mean, you're pushing your limit. You're breaking the ice and running to win the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start on with the book.
Good idea. So, as my sister said, we are going to be reviewing Dork Diaries, How to Dork Your Diary. I'm just going to read your blurb so you have a little idea of what it is about. Dork it yourself. Tip 1. Discover what type of diary is right for you. Journal, blog. Tip 2. Learn how to use code words for super secret entries. CCP. Cute, cool, and popular. Tip 3. Most important tip ever. Do not lose your diary. Yeah, okay. The worst possible thing has happened to Nikki Maxwell. She's lost her diary. Since starting at her new school, Nikki has filled the diary with all her secrets, and if the wrong person finds it, then her life will be over.
You don't have to be.
So the hunt... I'm not being dramatic. As I was saying. So the hunt is on to track it down before anyone else does. By anyone else, she means Mackenzie. This special book also includes top tips from Nikki to help you create your very own diary. With space to doodle and write entries, let your dorky creativeness flow. We're just going to let it flow. What I like about this book is that it's really nice. Not only you're the one reading, you're the one writing as well. Cool. You get to doodle, you get to draw, you get to answer questions. Don't ask, okay? I think this is Brianna. Just don't ask, please. Here. So you need to write stuff. You can answer questions from Nikki, and you can write your own stuff. I haven't written anything in it yet because I knew we were going to review it, but they ask you some pretty personal things. This is why you should keep this diary to yourself. Also, I really like it because it's like a real diary. Even though it asks you questions, it still is like a real diary. You can still talk about your day. You can talk about the dream you had 2 days ago. You can talk about anything you want to talk about. It asks you different questions, and it's not too much. I also like it because it's not only about asking questions and making you answer. It's also about asking you it's also about the backstory. There's still a story behind it. While they're asking you questions and giving you top tips, Nikki is still trying to find her diary with her friends. So it's not only a question book like this. I think this is Nikki and Mackenzie. I mean, yeah, it is.
Nice.
And Nikki, Mackenzie, and her friends Chloe and Zoe.
Oh, no.
So that's them. So it's not only about you, it's about Nikki as well. I also love this book because Rachel Renee Russell could still connect. Relate is the same thing. Connect to the young ones. She is a grown-up. She's an adult. And she's still writing books like this, and I'm really happy with her because she can still write books like this even though she's an adult. She's still writing books that would be for teenagers, which is so cool because it looks like she can still relate. She can still make things that are good and relatable for teenagers and preteens nowadays. I also like the drawings. The drawings are really nice. This one was incredibly kind of funny, if you guys could read it. So I'm just going to read this one to you. So it says, "Hey kid, this is a stick-up. Hand over your most valuable possession or else." So she said here, "Me, Muggler." And then she was like, okay, and she whacked him with her diary because that's her most valuable possession. And that was really funny because also, I mean, that is her most valuable possession, her diary. But she gives it to him and she just whacks it. Don't worry, that's not gonna whack that. But still, she just whacks it to him and he runs away. So, yeah. Yes. I also like the cover. I also like how it's light blue with the border. And it says, a new tale from a not-so-fabulous life. And it's kind of really cool about that. I love the posthumous that she just stamped it there because it's not really one of her real diaries. It's her sister's doodle book. I also like how she found the diary at the end. It was quite funny. And I also like how she gave all the tips to people. Now Divine will ask me some questions. Over to you, Divine.
Who is your favourite character?
All of you guys know that Nikki is always going to be my number one favourite character in Dork Diaries. Not because she is the main character, of course, you guys already know that, but because I can see, like, how she would act. If I read one of her books, I can be her for a week and no one will suspect it's not me. That's how good I know Nikki, the main character. I can be some Nikki for a week, do all she does, everything like that, and no one will suspect that we've changed. I'll just be writing in the diary every day, and that's all. Which is so cool. Also, she's addicted to her diary. She has been crying because of this diary, which is so cool, because cool, kind of cute, and whimsical, kind of. Because, like, she's crying for her diary because she wants to, I don't know, she wants it. And I feel like that's kind of cool because she loves her diary. I don't know if I would say cool. Cute. Because she loves her diary and it's kind of weird, though, that she can't live without it. Quite weird. So, yeah.
How many stars would you give it?
5 stars, and if I could give it more, I would. That's an easy question.
What would you rate this for?
This time I would rate it for 8-year-olds. Because I feel like an 8-year-old, if you're like, maybe, I don't know, 11, your little sister's there, she's an 8-year-old, you're like, okay, you can have this diary, I want you to read it and see how it is. And, you can still read this, and I feel like it's not really for 9-year-olds because you can still, I feel like an 8-year-old could read this and understand this and write notes in it and everything. So I feel like this is okay for 8-year-olds. Any other questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, if there's no more questions,
please like, share, and subscribe.
And hit the notification bell so you always know when there's a new video. See you next time on the
Siblings World.
Bye!